Hey guys, what's going on? Another live event for this channel. The lighting is completely different in this one, and it is to get ready with me. As you can see, I'm just out of the shower, threw some clothes on, and my radio towel here. So I'm just going to kind of take it off for a second. And since I'm wearing black, I drape my towel across my legs. But today, I don't even know what we're doing today, honestly. So we're kind of winging it. I always do my hair last because I like my hair to naturally air dry. And as it says in my description, I don't care if anyone's in here right now viewing me or talking to me. I'm just going to kind of go with the flow, and people are going to see this later. I apologize in advance for it being so long, but this is truly how long it takes me to get ready when I do decide to do certain things. So let's get started. All my makeup and everything is over here. I'm doing my makeup today just because I wanted to kind of do a little bit of a tutorial for you guys. And again, like I said, the lighting is different. I have the new placement of lighting in my room. God, I hate this shirt. But it's the only thing that covers me up. And it's warm and cozy because it is cold outside. Anyway, so yeah, I'm using a bunch of different stuff. But the first thing I start with, of course, you guys got to know I start with this, right? I don't know if you can see it, but it is the Unicorn Essence here. And I always put that on first. There's a reason. I got to make sure that's the one I'm giving away. Got to make sure I have the right one. But, yeah. I just kind of put it on. I don't put it in my hands. I feel like it's a waste if we do that. Just put it directly on your face. And of course, I let this kind of dry in. Forgot to take off my jewelry. Of course, I don't like to take off my rings. But in this process, I kind of need to. But yeah. And sometimes I'll just throw nothing on my face or just put this on with a moisturizer. So once this dries, I use my Clean and Clear Advantage. It's so dirty. Clean and Clear Advantage oil-free moisturizer. Normally I would use my MAC, but I'm finally out of MAC. Sadly, out of MAC. And something I learned in school is when you go to rub moisturizer in, pull upwards. Don't go like this. You just pull and you kind of hold it. And then when you come down here, don't go like this. You're going to want to go up. Yeah, I'm a little weird. What can I say? Ugh, my back hurts. Uh-oh, I think I left something all the way over there. I will go get it later when it's time. So the first thing I start with, let me get my glasses on so I can actually see. I always start with my eyes personally. That's just a personal preference. I have to find what I'm looking for. It's one of my eyeliners. I'm looking for Smashbox. Perfect. What exactly I'm going to do, because I haven't made a decision. I'm going to do my eyebrows first. I'm going to have to go get that here in a minute. So I use multiple different eyeliners for my eyes, and that's just kind of how I am. So be prepared. I will be right back. Boom. Okay, so this is a combination of lip liners, a few eyeliners, and mainly my lipsticks and stuff. But I needed it. Stop it. Stop it. And then here's all my brushes and a few other eyeliners. I'm just kind of digging everything out that I'm going to need. And sadly, I do not see, for the life of me, my favorite liner to do my brows with. So I'm going to be using this one. This is the Color Workshop eye pencil. It doesn't give me the color, sadly. It's just a brown one. So it works for me. What can I say? I'm going to be using a mirror because I'm blind without my glasses. Maybe. So I grab this. I don't even remember what brand this is, but this is a eyebrow wax in concealer or highlighter over here. So here's the wax part. So I always take my little spoolie here. It is dirty, 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 dirty. I move my things around, so who knows? And I go into the wax with the spoolie like this, just so I can really get it in there, and that way I can help roll in it. Okay. So first thing I do is I go into the highlighter and get highlighter on the brush, and then go into the little bit of wax I have left and start semi-shaping. I just want everything to kind of blend together. And the reason that I even attempt to go into the highlighter is for one particular reason. And that reason is to lighten up my eyebrows. And if you notice, right here, I have like a space that's open. That's not shaped. That's not shaped. I just don't, I had a piercing there at one time and I can no longer grow hair in that area. The same thing happened on this brow. Now the person who did my brows really messed up and I don't have anything to fix my brows with. So I kind of just have to deal with it until I grow them back out. So they're not going to be perfectly even. As you can tell just by looking at me, this side is a little lower than that side. Plus, like, I don't know, I was born that way too. I wasn't born like symmetrically perfect. Like all these women on YouTube who'd be doing makeup be looking perfect. But this is just my struggles. So when I'm doing this one, I go up first and then over. But I just kind of want all my hair going the same way, and that wax holds it really into place, as you can see. And the cool thing is when I go to do my eyes, I know you guys have probably seen this all over on YouTube, but I always line right here, making it straight. And I put a little line so I don't go past that line. And then, you know, a rule of thumb is to look straight ahead. Go right across the temple, which is right here, which is where my piercing was. And you put a little dot. And then you go to the corner of the eye where you look straight ahead. And that is where you cut off. So now you have your 3 little points and then you're good to go. Oh, my head hurts. So I'm going to go ahead. Now that you guys have an idea of what I'm doing, I'm going to go ahead and start. And hopefully you guys can actually see this, but no point if you can't. Now, as you can see, that's really different from my hair, but I'm going to lighten this up. Do not worry about it. I got this. So I've pretty much got my outline done. And I'm going to go in with a concealer and everything and fix that. So you can see how screwed up it is. So I'm going to have to go over here and just like kind of draw hair into my eye. It really sucks, but it's going to look good when I'm done. And so I'm just going to use my pencil and kind of fill in just a little bit. And then again, go in and brush it in. And if you notice, I did not go up here with my brush or my pencil. And the reason why is because I'm going to be going in with a powder and kind of setting this off a little bit. Now, the problem with some people is, because I'm not completely finished, right here's where my arch is, okay? So this is where we're going to start going up. So I'm going to make this a little bit different, a little bit thicker. And again, this comes from the person who did my brows, destroyed my brows. So the reason I'm even using a pencil right now is so I can go in with the powder and kind of fix it up. So now you can kind of see this here is a little bit better. And I'm like, again, I'm not too concerned with, I don't like this down here, but that's normally the rule of thumb. So basically, I'm trying to hook this up. And now, with it being a rule of thumb that most people do, I don't like this. I'm going to take my moisturizer, which is why I like this particular pencil. And I'm going to go here and sharpen that up a little bit and kind of dab into it. And that moisturizer is going to remove some of the darkness because I don't like how dark it is and I don't like how low that it goes. So technically, another rule that I do is now that I'm up and you see my arch, okay? So for example, we're gonna go here. You see my arch is right here. So all this space down here, there's my arch. And then we're going to go down just a little. And now I'm going to, of course, sharpen that up. But that's kind of how I do my brows. Now, with that being said, you can kind of see the difference. Well, you can't really kind of, but you will. You'll see it when I'm done. I'm going to go ahead because I know people are going to be like, are you serious? That looks horrible. But once you get it cleaned up, it's not that bad. I'm the kind of person, I don't fret too much about it. And the reason why is because I know that in the end, it's going to be okay. So I'm going to grab this brush. This has an angle on it. And I'm going to go into this lighter brown that's in this little kit here. This lighter one. Or lighter one. Because the other one is just way too dark for me. We're going to just start filling in. And the way I do this is I make strokes. So you have like little pieces of hair. And I'm just filling it in right now. And that's perfectly fine with me. It starts looking better. I just don't like to brush it on like some people do. Everyone, again, is different. This is just my personal way. Now, with that open space, I do tend to kind of paint it in that area. So everything kind of blends a little bit better. And basically the pencil is going to be just a guide. And then as you can see right here, I'm smearing in by pressing really hard that pencil. And again, ignoring this part, you can see how it's going to look when I'm done. So now I'm going to grab my awesomeness So the interesting thing, I'm cleaning one of my brushes off because I didn't wash them after the last time I used them, like I should have. So I'm going to try to remove as much excess um, color from there. I use my moisturizer because it's a little bit more, obviously in the name, moisturizing, and doesn't get it too wet. So as you can see, I have two different concealers, or two different colors here. This one's lighter, this one's not. So I'm just going to use the back of my hand, which yes is clean, next to my moisturizer. Not that this isn't moisturizing enough. So I'm going to take a little bit of my moisturizer and a little bit of color and kind of blend it together. And the reason why is I want it to be nice and moisturizing, obviously, and it lightens it up a little bit more. So it's perfect for setting the tone for your eyes. Cool. And I'm just going to go here, right underneath. We're going to shape this out. Now, the first time that we do this is when we're going to mix it. We're going to go back over this here in a little bit. Raising our eyebrow. We're going to go over this with a just regular coat of, not coat, but just a regular brush of color. As you can see, I'm going to kind of blend that in a little bit more. And now I like to see the color. Ooh, hey, somebody that's emailed me, obviously, or it's Twitter. I'm not, because I always put foundation or concealer there. And now I'm just going to do the top. So I got to get in the best light here. I don't know if you guys can see, but right now it's a little bit more important for me to see what I'm doing. So I don't really care too much about it blending in right now because I'm just kind of carving it out. And then you can see why I said it's going to look way better than before. Now I like to use my finger to kind of blend this downward. And as you can see, that is how I do my brows. So it is still really low, and that's normal because I just smeared it out. So then I go into my mixture of my foundation and moisturizer with a cotton ball. And as you can see, it is on here. And I make it a little bit shorter so it's not so long. So moving on to do the next one. Let me see. Of course, nobody is watching me, but I've got to find my phone. Nope. Stupid people trying to get me to get a loan. You know what? 1 second. I got to see something. I was trying to get some people in here to see me. But yeah, as you can see, it's kind of sharp there. And again, once I do my highlight, it's going to be totally different. So you guys seen how jacked up my eyebrows were? So we went from this to that. So it's a lot of steps, but it's something like I have to do. So I'm going to run over here real quick and see if I can get people to come watch me get ready. Hey. I didn't get a link yet. I need to come over here. But anyway, yeah, as I said earlier, I do my eyebrows or my eyes first. So my eyebrows and then my eyes. And the reason being I do that, and I don't like, the lighting was so perfect earlier. I guess I'm going to have to like edit this or something afterwards and kind of brighten it up, because when I make videos without being live, the lighting is so much better. It's like way better. And it's not so foggy looking, and I don't like this. So be warned, if you guys don't like this live feed, I am going to have to redo it and try to figure out how to edit it out or something. Come get ready with me. live on YouTube right now. Follow this link and talk to me. Help me. Okay. Hey. So we're going to post this out. So now I'm going to move on to the next item. Yeah, I should do like a half and half of this, but I'm not going to do that because that would be awkward. Okay, now remember, you guys, I said this eye is a little bit different because of the way this side is always, my vision's bad in this eye too, so everything's a little different. So this is more of me like having, once again, to chisel a brow. So I'm trying to make it as even as possible. I have to bring it down and up at the same time. So I have to go where I'm naturally at right here, pretty much in my crease, and then bring it up. That way this, because as you can see, like my crease is here, right? So this is my crease. I'm going to do this because I haven't done anything. So this right here is my crease. Okay, now this right here is my crease. So we're very close to the crease of my eye, which sucks. So I'm pretty much on the brow bone. And just sucked me the way that is. And on this one, I used a pencil to kind of fill it in just a little bit first. Just so I can try to bring this here. This one's going to be like almost a little bushier than the other one, but there's a reason for that. Again, it's because I wasn't born with pretty brows. Like most women have like that perfect shape and they can go get stuff done. Oh, somebody messaged me on Facebook. I'm live. Ooh. Let me come over here. Hold on. And as you can see, oh, I just broke it again. You guys, I keep breaking my angel. It broke. My daughter gave it to me for Christmas and it broke. I feel like I'm kind of awake. I'm live doing makeup. I told my friend, I was like, are you awake? She's like, kind of. I'm like, I'm doing my makeup. Come see me. So she's going to come see me. I know she will. So this just, it sucks. So having to fill this in as if it's not a big deal, but it is. So once again, this isn't going to be like, what do they say? Brows are supposed to be sisters, not twins. I don't even think mine are in the same family because of how like, it's like nerve damage or something from when I was younger. So it like this whole side of my face is whatever. So now I'm just going in with that same color and we're going to start making little bitty hairs by going upwards. So you can see how that filled in really quick. And as you can see, it's already like, you can tell. Like if I were to take this brush and go right here and then go straight across, look at the difference. It's like you have to be able to build it up and make it look right. So that's what we're going to do. Dun-dun-dun. And then I'll basically chisel it out. Ugh. My ankle just popped, and I have a really bad ankle, so it kind of just felt really nice that that just happened. Now, with my point, obviously, my little arch that's supposed to be here, of course, remember, we're going to chisel that out, so I'm not too worried about how messy this looks right now. Most important thing is that we fill it in and start to kind of making it look like it's all close enough to the same. And this usually takes me a while, but today it's not taking me as long as it normally does. So now that we're going to go in and start shaping this and chiseling it out, we're going in with the first mixture of moisturizer and the lighter foundation I have. And it's important to go underneath the brow with it only for moisturizer. Because, well, for me, when I mix it together, the reason I mix it together is because my eyebrows get, for some reason, that area always tends to get really, really dry. And I start scratching and itching it throughout the day, and it's just uncomfortable. So now that we've got that on, I'm going to go in with my color only, and we're going to go right on top, making sure that we get that arch in there. You see? Now remember, we blend this out later. Now we're going to go here on top. So you can see there as I go above here. And I'm trying to chisel this out. Bam. So pretty easy, right? So you can see the color there, but we're gonna blend all that in. And then we're gonna use that cotton ball as well. And our finger. Because then when I go to put my highlighter underneath, it's gonna be completely different. So another thing, I forgot to do this first. Because I went into the crease with that color. Again, moisturizer on the eye. And then, because this moisturizer works really good as like a Epic makeup remover. I won't lie. It really does. It makes really good. So this is pretty much my brows. And again, like I told you, they're not going to be perfect, but it's the best I can do with what I have. So hopefully they don't look too bad. I mean, I don't think they do, but that's me. Another thing I like to do is go right here. Okay. In the center. So like right here. And kind of add a little bit of that mixture because it gets really, it's like I'm making a tinted moisturizer. It just gets really dry in that area. So yeah. Next step. Oh, and another thing you can do, I pulled this out and I just didn't want to use it. This is a brow shaper. Now this is very clear. You can't see anything, but I didn't use it because, well, I used the wax, and that's kind of what that is wax. But I used the other wax that I had because I like it better, but I wanted to show that. So yeah, we're going to make a little bit more of a moisturizer for the eye. And again, this one's lighter than this one. This is the Wet n Wilds. This is actually pretty dark. And I actually know that I'm getting an Ipsy bag in pretty soon. I'm excited about that. We'll be able to do a Ipsy bag reveal. What's in my Ipsy bag. I already know what's in it, but I'm not going to tell you guys. I sneak a peek every single month. So as you can tell, I got this on there. Again, this is just that tinted moisturizer that I've made. I want to use this mainly because, again, the eye area gets really dry on me. And with the weather being really cold outside, I want to have like a tinted moisturizer on. And then you guys will see me actually do my foundation and everything too. So, but again, I only do my eyes first. So I get all those areas that need a little bit extra and carefree from the dryness. Even though I put my moisturizer on, it just tends to help a little bit more. As you can see, I'm trying to look at the in my lash line, I put this here. I know this seems to be taking a really long time, but again, this is live time. This isn't me editing it out. So, and I like to take my time. So normally I would do some like crazy color. And I haven't decided because I have all different colors to choose from. Like I have this wonderful palette here from LA Colors to use. And I think I actually am going to use it. But there's a color. Let me dig for it. There's a color that I like really well. And one of my other palettes I have. Is it? Yeah, this is it. This is another LA Colors. It's a nude color. But this is like a really pretty color. And I'm just afraid it's going to be too smoky. But there's a color in there that's very similar to it. A tad bit. Not really less pigmented, but a little more toned down. And so, yeah, I'm excited. And then, of course, you know, and the thing I like about this palette right here is that if you didn't know what you were doing, they have the two base colors here, and then we have the divine colors, and then these regular colors. So, yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to go into here, and I am very unique. I'm going to be using this angled brush here. This is from, who is this from? I got this in an Ipsy bag. This is a medium angled shading brush from Luxie, but I'm not using it as a shading brush. I'm going to go in with my base, which I'm going to go ahead and use the bottom one. The reason why it's got more of that pink color, because I know what color I'm going to use. I'm going to apply that all over my lid. And this is just going to make my blending a little bit easier. But I like it because, again, it's got that little pink undertone. So it's like a champagne-y color compared to the other one that's like really white. So, yeah. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take an angled brush, which is, this one is from my color workshop that I got for Christmas. And I am going to go, because again, I am using these really pretty pinks and reds. So I'm going to go in with this darker shade here into my outer V, and I'm using a pointed brush. And I always start right here in the center in my crease and bring it down just by making little jagged strokes. I don't need like one smooth, because I have wrinkles, because I'm getting old. So I have a lot of wrinkles, so I just kind of blend this in. But I always start in the middle because I want the outer part of it to be a lot stronger than the other part. And then I'm going to go along the lash line from the outer V. Okay. And the reason I use this is so I can get more precision here. And of course, I'm going to blend this out, but I'm trying to build up enough color so I can be really defined. And when I go to blend it out, there's enough there and I don't have to put any on my blending brush. I know some people like to do that. I don't, because then I feel like it's just way too much. But I guess it's because I build it up on my eye first. So, and the only thing is this color is like a purple red. So I go to the center on the bottom lash line. That's how far I go over, because I'm not lining my eyes. I'm just building this color up. And then once I get it built up, I go in with my blending brush, wherever it went to. I have a couple of different ones, but I like this one. This one is from Glamour Doll. So I got this in an Ipsy bag. And it actually has that color on it. So I'm excited. I'm not going to have to clean it off. And then I go here on the outside. I make circular motions. And I open my eye pretty wide. And the reason why I open my eye wide with this one is so I can really make sure. And then once it starts blending out, I kind of open my eyes so I can see, because I don't want it to be too intense, but I make the circular motions. I know some people just kind of do this number where they just go and just blend. I like circular motions. Now, if I come to find that it's just not as pigmented as I want, like this, I'm going to have to add more to this. I'll go in with my brush, my pointed brush, and along the outer V, I will add more color and then fill it in because that's the color that I want. And again, with the circular motion going into the crease, I am not doing a cut crease, but this is just how I do it. I don't even know what this is called. Like, I'm not some specific knowledgeable person when it comes to this. I just know what I do and how I feel about it. So I just kind of want that inner area from the middle and over to be pretty darn empty. And as you can see, it's blending pretty well. But I like it to be really defined. So even though I'm down here, as you can see on the edge, this is one reason why I like to do my eyes first. So I don't know if you can tell, it's like a soft, it turns out to be like a soft red. So like a reddish brown. What is that color called when it's like the a reddish brown, purple, whatever. And before I even clean up, I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. The same way, starting here in the center and lifting the brush and just kind of going down like this. I don't do straight across because, well, let's face it, I'm getting old. Again, I get wrinkles. So remember, I like to build it up. I don't have, it doesn't have to be straight up dark at first. I build it up and I go halfway across the bottom lash line. And then I go into the corner and bring it together. So again, making sure to have the main color toward the outside and bringing it in on the eye. So I didn't do this on that one until like the second time, but I've kind of got that pretty close to what it is. And since you already have it on the brush, again, we're just going to go here on the outside and circular motions up into the crease. And when you rotate, when you start going another direction, just rotate your brush, and it actually helps blend it out a little bit more. I have found, this is something I do. Oh, I got a ding. Oh my God, that's for a client. Like, I'm in the middle of something. So you're gonna have to wait a little bit. Because I have to work today on camera, so that's why we're doing this. Now, as you can see, this one is way higher than this one, but that's always happens. I don't know why. It's like that eye is way smaller, but it's okay because that's one thing that I like about it is that's why I always do this one first, because I do like this to be just a little bit higher. And then I just kind of go in with it. Now, as you can see, one thing is this eye is a little bit darker than this one. And the reason being is because I didn't build this one up enough. So it's always easier to go darker than it is to go lighter because then you have to take it off. But continue with the circle motions, you'll really work it in and work it out. So that's the number one thing here. And so moving forward, I have to answer this person or they will blow me up. Like, I'm getting ready for the day and I'm on camera. So you're going to have to give me some time. Hold on. And I'm actually like busy on camera right now, getting ready for the day. I'm on my YouTube channel. It's on my Facebook if you want to go look at it and pull it up, but I can read for you as soon as I'm done because it's still 5:30 in the morning. Like when you tell people like I'm not available till blah 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 blah, and they continue to come at you because they don't think about it because they're in a different time zone, way different time zone. So it's just like you have to keep reminding them. It does suck. Okay. Now I'm going to clean all this up. Normally I recommend using tape, but I didn't want to use tape. I wanted to kind of like freehand this and whatever. So again, with a cotton swab and moisturizer, or you can use a cotton ball and moisturizer or a cotton swab. I'm going to go here in the corner. I'm going to drag it up. Okay. And that removes that excess and it goes a more sharper line, making sure that you're going up in the same direction as the other one. Okay. Now I'm going to take that darker color again and just here on the edge under the eye. And that's going to bring it together. As you can see. Ooh. Cool. I kind of got a little on my face, but that's okay. We're going to clean ourselves off. So now that we've done that, now I'm going to take, nope, this is my angled one. This is the one I probably should have used on the bottom. As I'm looking downward, yeah, this is going to smooth it out a little bit more. Kind of blend it out a little more. I'm trying to make sure that it's the way it should be. So I have another one. Okay. So I'm going to use this one, which is from the Color Workshop as well. And we are going in with the lighter color. Now, I don't know which one I'm going to use. Hold on. There's that one. And that one. Okay, so we're definitely using this one right here. I don't know. I really like it. So I'm going to get as much on my brush as possible and keep tapping off the excess and really pushing that in. I don't swipe. When I'm trying to pack up my brush, I really just press on it and make it a little bit better. And we're going to go right here into the center. So I tap it first and then I drag it across to blend it. Just so you can see how it blends together really well. Voila. So you can see it's more of like a, I don't know, I want to say this is like a rose gold color. It's actually really pretty. And I want it to be pretty prominent because of the V's really dark. So, and then I'm going to put a color in the corner. But this is like a rosy gold color. So I'm really digging this. I don't know why, but I am. Like, I love rose gold, but I can't even begin to describe how epic this color actually turns out to be on your eyes. Because for some reason, this feed is like really fuzzy, and I don't know why it's fuzzy. Like, I have great lighting in here. So that's a little annoying. So where it meets the V, I'm going to take a combination just by tapping of the two colors. And then I'm just going to do this number and blend it back and forth. Making sure that that color is still kind of prominent, the darker color, because I like darker colors, period. So you can see how it's still a little bit better. Now this side, I feel like I'm going to have to build this up because I went a little too far. So I'm going to have to take just that one outer color and work it in different directions to blend the two colors together. So it works better, right? Now, To me, this is a little too high. I'm uncomfortable with this 100%. So again, I'm going to take the moisturizer in a cotton ball and really get that on there. And now I'm going to take, and this is the fun part of cleaning up. I'm going to start over here and just go like this. Careful, like if you mess up your brow like I just did, it's going to be okay because you can fix it. But that's why I like the cotton balls, or the Q-tips, because it seems to be a little bit better. Than anything else. So, and this is what I meant by making sure that you go lighter first and building up, because it's way easier to clean up or to build upon a light compared to take away, because now I'm trying to make sure they're pretty decent. And again, it's not that big of a deal. It really isn't. Do I have any cotton? I do have cotton swabs. Yay. So give me a moment. We are going to fix this issue. And again, my left eye droops more, so the makeup even looks differently. I have issues with that, and I don't like it. It makes me feel like I don't know what I'm doing, and I really don't, but I watched enough and practiced enough. So, never really know. So this is more uplifted compared to my left eye, but I don't want to go too high on my left eye. So it always, again, my left eye looks different than my right every time, even when I have my makeup done professionally. So yeah, it sucks really bad. Where is... So now I'm going to go and fix this brow, because I did remove the color from where I filled it in at. Uh-oh, particle got in my eye, it feels like. It always happens when I don't clean the brush. My eye's watering now. That's okay. That's okay. So now I'm going to take this side of the brush, and we are going into the straight up white right here. And we're going to put this in the corner of our eye. No, wrong end. I grabbed the wrong end. I'm going to clean the angled side from the one that we just used. Now, the whole point of using the white is to kind of highlight it. But the problem with me is I'm very fair complected. So I always add another color onto it. So I'm going into this lighter color here and putting on top of the white. As you can tell there, that really helps to bring out the color. That's why I use the white. So it makes it more, these colors are very like powdery, almost chalk-like consistency, which is fine. You just have to really work with them and keep it clean. So, yeah, I don't know. You can't really see. And because of that reason, I'm going to stop this live. Look for the second part. I'm going to do a video because I don't like this quality. So, you guys will see it in a different way. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this quickness of this. But look for part 2 coming up.